Welcome back to Odyssey News. I am Mike Odyssey, and in today's video, we're going over rapid fire news where I give you a little bit of everything inside the world of Nintendo to keep you updated on things going on. And of course, we're going to go over today's topic, The Legend of Zelda movie, hopefully coming next year with Illumination Studios. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a...
Before we get into this video, I would love to ask for your subscription, but not just ask, I will put in the work for you, because here we have Monday through Friday news every single day, Odyssey News, where we talk about everything inside the world of Nintendo. We have products and we have reviews. And other than that, in the personal side, I am a big advocate for disabilities because I myself am legally blind. My daughter has autism, so I am a big advocate for disabilities and people with autism as well. So if this sounds like a place you would love to subscribe to, I would love for you to be part of the family. Hit that subscribe button and that bell for notification and join our amazing family here at The Odyssey. Thank you in advance for your subscription, and let's get into the news. First up in rapid fire news, we have a huge update to the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, and this is for the Game Boy Advance. Yes, Super Mario Bros. Advance 1, 2, and 3, or basically Super Mario Bros. 2 NES. We have Mario World from the SNES, and also we have Yoshi's Island coming to Nintendo Switch Online. If you already have Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can start playing these amazing games this Friday. Yes, you heard me right, this Friday. Let's move on to the next piece of news. We have an update to Tears of the Kingdom, and this is version 1.1.1. This basically fixes an issue where the player cannot clear a main quest called the Closed Door. And so basically this update fixes that. I'm not going to go too much into the actual quest because I don't want to give out spoilers, but if you have been encountering an issue with that main little side quest called the Closed Door, this should fix that issue. Moving up, Super Mario Bros. Movie is now available to buy or rent in the UK. So my UK friends, if you have been waiting for the Super Mario Bros. Movie to be available to buy or to rent and watch in the comfort of your own home or your mobile device, then it is now available for you to download and buy or rent. And it is available on your favorite digital platform. Moving on to the next piece of news, we have the top 10 games on Nintendo Switch Online sold for the month of May. And we first start with The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom #1. Number 2, the reason why we're never getting Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We have number 3, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Wow, that's pretty cool. We also have Super Mario Bros. Bro U Deluxe, Mario Party Superstars. Number 6, we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Number 7, we have a game called Inside. Number 8, Just Dance 2023. At number 9, we have Minecraft. At number 10, Stardew Valley. Last but not least, Splatoon fans are eating well because not only do we have the brand new season called Sizzle Season starting pretty soon, Splatoon's 3 next big run begins on June 10th. Yes, so if you are a Splatoon fan and you are incredibly happy about not only the Sizzle season, but the next big run happening on June 10th, leave your comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. That's going to do it for rapid fire news. Let's move on to today's top story or topic. So it is no secret that with the success of the Super Mario Brothers movie, Nintendo might be looking into creating other movies inspired by their most developed franchise and most beloved franchises, right? And today we are talking about The Legend of Zelda, and when it comes to actually getting its own movie, right? There is already some hints out there that this is already happening and that it has been happening for a while now. Now, there's a question out there whether Nintendo will be developing this movie in a live action form rather than an animated form. Now, this question, along with other questions, I'm going to answer for you with proof that based on what's already out there. Okay. Now, the first question is, Mike, what makes you think that Nintendo is developing the Zelda movie after the Mario movie? Because, of course, Donkey Kong is already out there. He's part of the Mario movie. His kind of character is already there. We know the voice actor. We know the model, how he looks and everything. It makes more sense for Nintendo to do Donkey Kong after Mario. Well, let me tell you this. You remember Super Nintendo World, right? Nintendo World is based on the Mushroom Kingdom. That's the first park ever built, right? The next park that is already planned, that is currently in construction in Universal Studios is Hyrule. Yes, Lands of Hyrule is currently being built in Super Nintendo World here in Orlando, Florida. There is an entire area called the Lost Continent that is shutting down completely because it'll be repurposed for Lands of Hyrule. Yes, having to do with the Legend of Zelda. There's also, of course, Donkey Kong World or Country or whatever they decide to call it, currently being built. So these are the main three franchises that Nintendo will stick with. Nintendo is working closely with Universal Studios. Now, that answers the question when it comes to what Nintendo is doing in the theme park area when it comes to these three franchises. And, well, we already saw the Mario movie. We know from the Mario movie that Donkey Kong is in it. He has an actor already. You know, we saw his model, and so he is already done. We know that there's a movie being developed by him. The big question is The Legend of Zelda. It has to do with The Legend of Zelda, whether it's going to be animated or not animated. And here I want to present to you guys some proof that yes, it will also be animated by Illumination. And let's go ahead and read over what Miyamoto said in regards to that. When it comes to The Legend of Zelda being created by Illumination Studios or, you know, being developed right away, Miyamoto said there's nothing I can really comment or confirm at the moment, but we have started with the fact that we have a shared vision of creation. So I think there is an opportunity for that in the future. And this is when they asked him about him working with Illumination Studios. He said that the Super Mario Brothers movie studio Illumination have a shared vision of creation that will lead to more opportunities in the future. This is him basically kind of letting you know that their Illumination movies are not done. There will be more coming, but also letting you know, yeah, we can't give you that much information. Now, there's also a report out there that is done by Giant Freaking Robot that has to do with this exact same thing. And this was basically a rumor put out there, as it says here, Legend of Zelda movie in development from Illumination. Says our sources say Illumination, the same studio behind the Super Mario Bros. Movie, is developing an animated movie adaptation of the Legend of Zelda. The greatest hero of Hyrule is finally on his way to the big screen. Our trusted and proven sources tell us Illumination, the same studio behind projects like Despicable Me franchises and the upcoming or the already out Super Mario Bros. Movie, is developing an animated Legend of Zelda movie. All right, so there is that information right there. Not only that, but there is also a little hint of this in the Super Mario Brothers movie. If you have not seen the movie yet, guess what? It probably will be very easy to miss the little hint that they put in the movie that there is a completely different universe dedicated to the land of Hyrule in the Super Mario Brothers movie. Now, I want to go over, not give you too much details if you have not seen the movie yet. Hopefully by this time you have seen the movie enough that I can actually tell you. But you know, when the movie begins with Mario and Luigi in Brooklyn, right? And they're having some issues. They go and they try to save the entire land of Brooklyn. They get into the pipes and they get sucked into the pipe, right? To, you know, in order to make it to the Mushroom Kingdom. So Luigi gets sucked in first, but then when Mario gets sucked into the pipe and he makes it into this warp world, right? You see the transition between him traveling to the Mushroom Kingdom from Brooklyn. Right before he meets with Luigi, he passes through this pipe. Okay, there's a lot of emphasis placed on this pipe. A lot of people have missed this and nobody has brought it up. Okay, there's a pipe that he passes through. For a second there, he passes through. There's emphasis placed on this pipe with a big light coming out of it. And at that precise moment, we hear an ocarina playing. Okay, an ocarina. Yes, ocarina is well known for the Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time, and an ocarina is an instrument that is well known for the Legend of Zelda franchise. So they start playing an ocarina at that precise moment, and then the music changes back to the music that is currently happening for that scene. That is the biggest hint we can get here, that there is a universe within the universe already established in the Super Mario Bros. Movie for The Legend of Zelda. We already know that Donkey Kong is already part of that same universe, and so is The Legend of Zelda. Now, so to answer the question whether The Legend of Zelda movie will be animated or live action, it will be animated, and it will also be animated by Illumination Studios. Now, the movie is already out. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is already out on digital. You can actually rent it or buy it. If you love, you can go ahead and get that part. Go ahead and really focus on that beginning part of where Mario is headed towards the Mushroom Kingdom right before he meets up with Luigi. And you can see right there that little hint of the extra universe dedicated to The Legend of Zelda. The latest news we've heard on The Legend of Zelda movie is that the developers behind The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, they would love to see the movie come to a big screen near you. And I mean, this really has nothing to do with the movie itself, because the developers from the game really have nothing to do with the movie itself. They might be interested in those who are the character designers, but Illumination also has their own studio, their own designers, their own, developers who do things for them. And the only person who would really be involved in the movie when it comes to Nintendo will be Shigeru Miyamoto, as basically one of the directors leading the way, making sure that everything goes well. And I think as long as Shigeru Miyamoto is involved, we can trust that the movie will be amazing. Now, to end this video, I want to go ahead and put this for discussion out there, because there will be a Legend of Zelda movie created. There is a lot of proof out there. There's enough proof to state that yes, it will be animated, and animated by Illumination Studios. Now, the big question is, what kind of story will they tell? We saw that in the Mario movie, they kind of went back and told like a semi-origins story in order to introduce a character, introduce the main world for Mario, which is Brooklyn, and of course introduce the Mushroom Kingdom. There was not a lot of backstory told, although we did see Mario's backstory, but his family, not so much his backstory, but mostly where he comes from. And the question is, how will they go about this when it comes to The Legend of Zelda? The Legend of Zelda is a game that is really rich in lore, in history, and story. So there has to be a starting point where they can start. The question is, where? If we look at the Mario movie as a hint, you can see that there is that little hint of an ocarina at the beginning of the movie. Go take a look at that. Go listen to that. Go look at the part of the movie where Mario goes into the pipe after Luigi. And in the pipe, right before he meets with Luigi, he passes through a pipe. There's a light, and then the music changes to an ocarina. Go take a look at that part. And if we are guided by that, that means that Nintendo and Illumination could really be focusing on the Ocarina of Time when it comes to a period, when it comes to having Link as how old will Link be? Will it be a child? Will they focus on Link being just a child without a fairy, and then him getting his fairy, and then him encountering Ganon? I think Ocarina of Time would be an amazing story to tell in movie form, right? In a great way to introduce Link into the mainstream media when it comes to a movie form. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm going to leave it here, and let's continue this conversation down below. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more regarding the Legend of Zelda movie. Would you love to see the construction site for Lands of Hyrule? Let me know down below, and I can go ahead and travel out there since I'm only minutes away and give you guys footage on all the happenings inside the world of Nintendo. Make sure to subscribe for that. And before I let you go, I have two important things I need to let you know. Number one, never ever give up. And number two, journey on. Peace.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now.